becoming great ain't solid now, but when you eat and everybody wanna plate, wanna see it at the table, wanna act like they grateful. Don't mess with outsiders, y'all looking real unstable. If anything, they should ask me how I do it. Start taking notes, recording my every movement. I know that I'm the best and I ain't gotta.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to KB's community. We are here today with the artist Matryx.
What's up, y'all? I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you. We've been trying to organize this for probably like 3 months now, huh?
Yeah, on what though? But life just keep happening.
It'd be like that.
We found time though. It was a way was made, and it's God's way, so I'm with it.
Yeah,
So we here.
yeah. What you been doing? What's been going on? First of all, actually, before we get too deep into that, I want to make sure people hear about your artistry first. So
Okay.
we're going to get into that, and then we can get in a little deeper. So tell us about, I guess, where you're
Matryx.
from. Yes, tell us about Matryx, who you are. Tell us about how you started.
All right, for sure. Well, I'm Matryx. What's up, y'all? I created a whole new name for myself. If you know my real name, then, you know, kudos, you know me from day one. But I started making music since I was 8. I'm a little glitchy, so I call myself Matryx. And Matryx came from a traumatic experience. It was like a Matrix experience that broke me out of the system to where I created my own system. And I don't know, I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel for the truth. I'm a vessel for spirit. I'm a vessel for the ether or whomever you choose your deity to be, because it's all the same frequency. So that ties into who my name is or what my name is. But I'm Matryx. I know how to dance, sing, rap, spirit talk, paint,
Quit playing with her.
draw, read, everything.
Multifaceted.
For real.
A
But
creator.
facts. But it's not easy. It's not easy. But right now I'm just at the point to where I just want to be authentic and honest with my being, because, you know, I walked the path where anytime I tried to fit in, or whenever I did not know who I was, or just the path to discover who I was, I know I experienced a lot of things that wasn't for me to finally get to what's for me. And I don't know. Now I just want to put on for that. Now, you know that song, This Little Light of Mine? I'm going to let it, I don't know, it be ringing in my head.
You know what's so crazy? Today I saw a license plate that said One Light.
That's funny.
And it automatically went ding ding in my head. And it was right after you had messaged me
God's
as well.
way. God's
and then
way.
I saw my middle name, and then I saw another message.
This is
but
in alignment.
It
That's
is.
why. It's in alignment. You're going to get your signs. That's what, even my Uber, the lady, I ain't even going to tell y'all. But she was an angel. She was God sent, and she was meant to bring me here. And for whatever the experience was worth, I was able to give her what it was that she needed from me. Just even what she wanted to hear, to be heard, or to be understood, I was able to just be that. Normally, I'm a person that come with a word, but today I was a person that came with some ears for her, and it was new for me, and I love that, and I'm happy she got me here.
Yeah.
So that's
what made it such an experience?
It is. It's
what made it such a spiritual experience for you?
The presence, being present, being right there, right now, and I can't really say what it was. I can't really say what it was. So I'm just.
But sometimes it's just meant for you, though.
And that's what it was. This was something that was.
Sometimes it's so specific to you and your situation.
No
that
facts.
Repeating it doesn't even make sense, you know?
No fact. And I'm finna take another shot because it's making me a little nervous. This is my first podcast.
Don't be nervous. It's just me.
And Gabe.
And Gabe. You want to say hi to the people, too.
Oh, yeah, my baby in the back. Sorry.
Yeah, Gabe is here.
He really my tone. Like, he's my undertone. He's more than my undertone, but he a part of my style. He a part of my vibe. Like, Black mama with her kid all the time while she putting on. He be with me at my shows. He's an extension. He really is. And he front row to to the blueprint. He's seeing me build the blue. He's seeing me pave the way more than with the pen, but with the steps that I take, and that's priceless.
It is.
I'm gonna need some orange juice.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good. I'm sorry.
So, are you a writer or are you more of a freestyler?
I'm a writer.
Okay.
There's this thing, the human design. It's called the human design, the makeup of our being. It's a tool, or whatever. But I'm a generator. I gotta do one thing at a time, and in order to sort out what I think about, I gotta write it down.
Yep, me too.
I gotta write it down. I've been working on my freestyling, but I gotta write it down.
What's crazy is like I feel like my brain works freestyle fast, but I still have to write it down and piece it together. If that makes sense. Like my brain will get the bars out, but the thing is my mouth's not going to get them out. So it's faster for me to like type it into my notes on my phone or something than to actually say it.
No, I understand that because I actually wrote this down on paper. I had to excuse my son, a little disclosure. He's autistic, and right now we're working on his emotional regulation. I don't know where the camera at. Right here. Ooh,
it's there.
Y'all feel me? I just been looking at the TV because we both up there. But we're working on his emotional regulation.
So when did you find out that he has autism?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Oh wow, that's recent.
Recent as fuck.
Yeah.
I kind of been new because when I just had him, I was up. He was asleep. I was up. You know that newborn. If you got a kid, you know. But when your kid a newborn, type shit, I don't know where I'm supposed to look.
You can look wherever you want. You can look at me. You can look at
I feel comfortable
audience.
looking at here, but I probably look better when I look at here. But y'all probably see that when I look this way. But whatever, we rocking, rolling. But I don't know. I kind of been new. Because I know I'm weird, and I just know it's in me, and everything that makes me weird gives me my power. So. You know, and I'm just so close-knit and microscopic with my child. I'm not really paying attention to it systematically. I'm not really paying attention to it like this box check, this, you know what I'm saying? To really call it what it is. But I was up one night all night because I needed some time to myself, my baby sleep. And I'm just looking up autism. I'm looking up the spectrum. I'm looking up ADHD, ADD. I'm looking up everything. But one thing I was really focused on was autism. And I don't know, then it all came to me. I'm in a car one day and I'm chilling and I'm like, damn, my baby got autism. I'm like, damn, he got autism. Like, it just clicked to me. He's speech deficit, you know, and I just understand my child. But I also think another thing that tied into him being speech deficit, he watched a lot of videos in Russian and Spanish. So right now it's like he taking in 3 languages fluently because that's all he watched. When he watches videos, they be in Russian and Spanish, like nothing English. And I talk to him in English because I don't know much of Russian, but I know Spanish. I know like 50-60%. So I can understand him partially. He teaching me the languages too, because I'd be like, I gotta tap in. I gotta hear what they telling my kid. But I don't know. I think that kind of tie into him being speech deficit. I also looked into his birth chart and stuff. Can we cuss on here?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I was looking into his birth chart. Because I asked him because and shit, I was looking into his birth chart and shit, and it was saying he was gonna be bilingual, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how he's gonna be that, because and whole time, lo and behold, all his videos it just be Russian and Spanish, and I support that.
Does that just seem to be what he's drawn to?
Yeah,
really,
and
that's interesting,
and it's in alignment. It's so crazy. It's in alignment with stuff that's happening for me, like trains been following me spiritually, whatever you want to call it, for months, and my baby stay watching this train video and they be talking in Russian. They actually be teaching him about the trains, so it's like some educational video for the kids in regards to trains, just whatever. But we go to a park one day and I finally figured out the song I'm gonna push too. But we go to the park one day and we walk up to the park for the play. Mind you, it's by a train station. It's a book open to a train. We got the park and a book open to a train. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And so that's a part of like, I take that like, bro, I just clock how the world talk to me. I feel like the world, the universe talk in dimensions. And And that's just one. It coming. I don't know. You just gotta be there. It's part of presentness. You gotta be present to catch it. So it just be clicking. And my son be watching that. So I just take it, the universe lining it up for me. Because my son got autism. No way. I'm a Black single mother. I've been doing it by myself for 2 years. And I got a Black son who has autism. And honestly, I feel like I'm on the spectrum too. And I didn't really get the help that I needed because my parents didn't believe in it, or my mother didn't believe in it. And then that background is another story within itself, which gave me my gift and my power. Like I said, everything that makes me weird gives me my power. So I don't know, but I'm rocking and rolling with it.
Yeah,
I'm rocking and rolling with it.
You think that's just the Black community in general, that we try to pretend that, like, I guess, like, diversions that don't exist? Like, do we try to pretend that there's no such thing as depression? There's no such thing as...
We don't know.
You're right.
We don't know.
You're right. We were kept uninformed.
Very much. That's the perfect way to put it.
Honestly, we were kept uninformed.
That's the perfect way to put it. And I could
say for how long, but we're still...
They kept the books closed on us. Damned if they see a slave breed, you might lose your hands. They might cut your tongue. And they probably did. And they did. That shit's crazy. Like, and that's just crazy. I don't know. All that's just crazy. It's so many stories I could tell, but a lot of the stories aren't my own because to keep myself out the smoke, I like to learn from others. Don't mean I didn't have my share with the smoke, but it's less painful when you learn from others. It is. I got a lot of wisdom from watching other people walk through that fire and being right next to them and being a support system for them to walk through that fire or whatever. But as far as being uninformed, it's just it's a story I wish I could tell. But that's how I know.
That would take the whole podcast, wouldn't it? Plus some. Plus, honestly, it could be a whole series.
I'm saying.
So, but yeah, we definitely been taught to deny emotion, taught to deny.
We just don't know.
Yeah,
we just don't know.
That's true.
They took our own. I don't even want to call what we have our
spirituality.
Yeah, they took it and gave us Christianity and religion, and that's a whole nother topic within itself.
I was just thinking about that earlier today.
Yeah, and they took the books out the Book of Enoch. Where's that? Where that's at? Where that's at? They took it from us. They told you to believe that a white man is Jesus, actually. But then I did tend to question, why did Mary leave Jesus at 12? Why would she abandon her child at 12 years old? To go do what exactly? Why would she do that? So I question the personification of that too. I question a lot of things, honestly. I stay in my body with it though.
Yeah.
I listen to the twitch in my leg, in my eyebrow, in my eye. I listen to the 111 and the one light. I listen to all that and I watch all that. The trains too. And that's where I find my answers.
Yeah. For me, it's planes and 747. And I'll see them together sometimes.
747.
Yep.
747.
And the thing is, I'll see angel numbers all day, every day.
And it's special
when
ones.
I see planes and 747, I think it means it's time for movement.
It very much is.
So
it's I'm atomic with the shit. So I take sevens often as illusions. You know what I'm saying? And so a 7 is mirroring another 7 with a 4 in the middle. It's just disillusionment. It's breaking yourself out the box, you know, or just coming into terms with realizing that you can't be placed in a box. And that's all happening while you put your best foot forward, like while you're actively putting your best foot forward.
And my whole life has been a box. Literally a box. We can get into that later, but I don't know who's listening. I don't want to offend, but
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, I fought to get out of that box. I fought my way out. But I've always been the spunky one. I've always been the rebel, I guess.
You had no choice but to stand out.
From the time I was probably your son's age.
I respect that. Yeah. The same way. I resonate with you on that tip. But I don't know. You ain't got no choice.
It's not that I'm rebelling just to rebel. Like,
it's
know?
Just you. It's
just
genetic.
I'm different.
And you own that. And I feel like a lot of the world don't allow us to really, I don't know, they shy you back into, you ever had them experience with a hating ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or just so many people, a girl that pose as your friend. but she really don't like you. Or just break it down back to kindergarten where they want to copy off your paper because you're smart, but in reality they picking their hands through your hair because why do you have all this hair? Or just like any little crazy thing. Why are you this smart? Or you have these talents about you. Why you know how to do this? It's like they try to shy you. It's like everybody in these monsters, everybody in their monsters, because that's what people are well versed in versus being well versed in love and well versed in empathy, well versed in integrity. So it kind of puts you in a position to where you feel like, okay, I gotta go in a box. This person, every time you try to show who you are, this person trying to test you, trying to dethrone you, trying to whatever, and it's like, whoa, I'm just being me. You want some more water?
Yeah.
I hope we're not taking up a lot of time.
It doesn't matter. Like, honestly, I told you before, this is just a place where I want to come down, or I want you to come on, and I want it to feel like an authentic space. And I want it to feel like a place where people can say what they're feeling and feel safe to do it.
Well, I definitely feel that.
Good.
I definitely feel that. And I'm open to it. This is my first podcast. It's my first time putting myself out there in a podcast way because I showcase my talents a lot. But people don't normally hear me talk. People never heard me talk as Matryx, right? Like that's one thing, people heard me talk as who I am before Matryx or whatever, and that came with a lot of I don't know, just innocence, purity, not knowing better, learning as I go. I'm just being you, spiritual awakening, how I know this, whatever. But now I have discernment, and now I have the patience. Now I have, had I not had those experiences, I would not have what I have now to talk like this. So now I'm back into doing this. I'm trying to be back into talking to the world and showing them who I am, because I did have poor experiences with showing who I am to the world and them not accepting me.
Yeah.
And it's like a good ass whooping, because imagine going through hell. Imagine staying in a group home in a high school, and you got Facebook clout. Like every post, thousands of shares and comments and all this extra shit, and it's full of people saying, and I'm not fully well versed in what I believe in, and I didn't have the words to really say all that it was. I'm just going as I go, but I'm saying God's not real, and I don't mean that God's not real. I don't mean it like that. I mean that what you identify as God is real. You know what I'm saying? But hey, please don't embarrass me.
Now, it wasn't the orange juice either. We gonna.
Here,
You want this one? You want this?
Come on. Gabe want to say hey, y'all. He probably don't want to say hey, but we're gonna say hey to Gabe.
Hey, Gabe. I probably scared him, but can't have the fingers in the liquor. Yeah, you good now? Yeah.
You want to talk in the mic?
What do you want to say?
I think my baby want to say some stuff too. What you want to say?
Really? Fascinated.
Ooh.
Okay. Go off then.
Sing to them. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
Good job. So, okay, Matryx, when did you first start getting into the studio? You said you've been making music since you were 8.
I've been writing since I was 8.
You've been writing since you were 8.
But I've been recording since I was 15. I had a lot of crazy experiences, but I started recording music. My dad had like a record label. What the fuck? Let me go into my brain. He had a record label, and he realized I could rap real good and all type of stuff. I was in this group called Looney Gang with DC the Don. If y'all know, he had this group called Looney Gang. There was a group of us, and we all used to be up at like 3 a.m. just recording music. And I don't know, I started getting in the studio. Then time I got a lot of music that I trashed. Because I had daddy issues. Because I had daddy issues, and I said, "Fuck this! You don't know who I am. I'm finna turn into a brand new bitch on his ass. And I did. And I did. And
So
I
then you
did.
went your own direction with it.
Yeah. So I've been recording since I was like 15. It's around the time too. It's a lot of glitchy shit. That's how I know I'm just coming up on the back end. I'm trying to figure out if I want to say all this shit because that's just some juicy shit for no reason. I don't know, but this
It's
around
up to you. Yeah, share as much as you want. Keep as much as you feel is yours. Honestly,
it's around the time Lakia was asking to come to the studio with me. It's around the time she was asking to come to the studio with me to make music. That was around 15, and then she turned into a hater.
Oh damn!
Because I was viral on Facebook talking about spirituality and God, and she wanted to detest me. Stories for days.
Damn.
For real. But I started recording around 15. Trash that. Now I'm here, and I'm Matryx, and I'm recording as Matryx until Gabrielle calls me home. Sorry.
I thought you purposely wasn't gonna say your name.
I wasn't, but it slipped out. I guess she wanna show her face.
She said, "I'm here too, bitch."
Yeah, she said, "I
Don't
made you
deny
who
me.
you are." You definitely did, sis, queen. I just think that's delicate. I just think my name delicate, and to know me as my real name, I guess, because this opportunity to show who I am to my fans and to make new fans or supporters, whatever y'all want to call yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Gabrielle, but I'm Matryx, and you gonna respect that. And if you call me Gabrielle in public, you're a hater, because I said I'm Matryx. Yeah.
Hating for no reason.
I don't even want to call it hate. I want to call that people just don't know themselves.
Exactly.
And it's a journey to know yourself. And I asked for this shit. I asked for the stardom. I asked to be put on a. I asked to be put exalted. I asked to be exalted in front of the world. Since I could remember, since I was a child, now that I look back on everything I've been through, I feel like I asked for this. I didn't ask to have a bad upbringing. I didn't ask for nothing like that in particular, but I asked for the attributes that I have today, and it came how it came. But I asked for this shit. And I had to walk through fire for this. So I'm here. Trying to figure out what I was gonna wrap that around to, but I'm here. What are you messing with right now?
The phone stand. So what is your latest? Have you ever released a project or single so far?
Okay. I said I know what song I want to showcase, but honestly, now I know what I really want to push. And it's called Eighth House. And I'm dropping it. It's a project. Not my first project. An EP. It's an EP. It's called Eighth House. And it governs my Scorpio Venus and Scorpio Mercury and Scorpio parents. I don't think I'm rapping about them on my album, or not my album, my EP or whatever, but it's dropping on Valentine's Day, and I got a show on Valentine's Day, the day that I'm dropping it, and the color is red. So if you're coming from me, come in red. Wear red. Okay? You could go on my page, $1 Million Vibes, and go see about it.
Vibes with a Z.
With a Z. Because I'm glitchy like that.
Not dollar. Dollar. It's dollar, right? Or is it dollar
It's
with
dollar.
an R?
It's dollar.
And I thought so. Okay.
Cause you know we black and it's and Ebonics is real and it's a thing.
So you grew up in Milwaukee, born and raised?
Born and raised. Born and raised for sure. But it was a time I'm from 3rd grade to 6th grade. I was staying at Gulfport, Mississippi. My mom, we was escaping an abusive man, and we moved to Mississippi and started a whole new ducked off life from 3rd grade to 6th grade. And I excelled. And that's probably why I'm so smart, to be honest, because the academic system was immaculate. I don't know. I missed that life. I missed my best friends too.
Yeah.
But Milwaukee for sure.
Okay. So were you happy when you moved back, or were you like, I actually like it here? I wish I could stay here?
There was a time before. There was a time before. I don't know. I feel like I had a 2-part, 3-part, probably a 3-part episode to moving back to Milwaukee
Mm.
or whatever. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go, so I was crying and everything, sad because I gotta leave. Leave what? Because I didn't have friends. But I didn't want to go because it was home. This is all I knew. Why do we gotta go? Escaping some dangerous man. Yada yada yada. But I get there and I want to be with my dad, but my dad been in jail like the whole first half of my life, and yeah, the whole first half. I'm 23 now. And I wanted to go back because my dad was out of jail and I was a daddy's girl or whatever, and so I didn't want to stay in Mississippi. But then I was still in Mississippi. I had to overcome those feelings, and there was a time we ended up moving to Mississippi. We ended up moving back to Milwaukee, and I didn't want to go. I don't know. I was real conflicted. It was back and forth, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm here.
But you here. Do you see yourself staying here long?
No.
Do you know where you would like to go?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. To the moon if possible. I probably want to be the first celebrity to go outer space. If they ever been there for real. If they ever been there for real, then yeah. And if y'all hear my baby in the background, that's my tone.
That's your hype, man.
For real. He really is. He'd be like, Mama.
So
Mama.
I feel like you have some pressing issues to talk about.
Like?
I don't know. The thing is, you just sounded like you really have some stuff to get off your chest. So is there anything that you just really felt like speaking on?
Let's talk about art. Let's talk about what real art is and what it means to be a true artist. And let's talk about what it takes. And I think that's the only thing I kind of wanted to touch on. Let me help him out for a second. Okay. But I feel like a lot of people tapping into the music industry and on some copy and paste, monkey see, monkey do shit. And I don't think that's cool, and I don't think that's fair. Let's talk about how there's an algorithm now. Knock that shit off. Or let's talk about how people pay their way now. And now we have people like Sexy Red and City Girls and Pussy Talk this, Pussy Talk that out here now. And no shade, because fun music is fun music, and I enjoy it, and I will twerk my ass to some fun music if the vibe is there or whatever. But I feel like, well, by being true to my nature, everybody that's true to their nature, we all want music that we can feel.
Yes.
We all want music that we can feel. And I believe in hypnotic rhythm. And I believe in habit. And I believe in repetition. And I believe in law of attraction. And I believe all these things tie into law of attraction. And if we listen to this music with no substance, what is it doing to us? It's killing brain cells.
Exactly.
Just like good music can you build brain cells. If you listen to music like them 432 hertz, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. 5, you know, like all of these
frequency matters.
Yeah, it builds atoms. What it does is it just grows atoms inside of your brain. What do you think? Fuck my baby dad. Like, what you think that's doing?
I literally can't listen to that. I'm like, what are you doing with this?
Like, and then the BET Awards has no decorum. Since when did we start showing ourselves like that and being okay with it? Why are they purposely putting stupid people on center stage? What are they doing to us? Because I grew up to real artists. Mm-hmm. I grew up to real artists because my parents listened to real artists
who had something deeper to talk about.
Yeah, that's because they went through real things. That's because they went through real things. And no, everything may not have been, perfect, but what is life with perfection? It's nothing. Right. It's nothing at all.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like this generation goes through real things too, but they're so used to numbing it with these things that they're used to singing about the things that they're numbing it with more than the actual
and be lying
their lives.
And be lying.
They do cap.
And be lying.
You do be cap.
Because these niggas be in a house with mamas who call them bitches and brothers who always want to fight them and sisters who don't respect them and homeboys who just want to take them out, whatever. That's very oppressive. And I'm sending prayers. But why are you in your songs talking about you selling dope and you whooping up and you don't? and you don't.
This is what sells.
And you the store runner, and when you listen to it's a video out about a person that runs not Rock Nation. It's like some the people that sign people like Rock Nation and 4PF and Q, what they call that, quality control, QC, whatever. It's somebody else that run it, the white man behind the black people, the white man behind the black people, just like the person behind the president. And he just talking about it makes money. You're choosing what makes money. That's why I call them Freemasons. I call them all Freemasons when we talk about the people that's behind the people, the people that's behind the CEOs and the bosses, the people that's, whatever. They push that because they understand what hypnotic rhythm is. That's why they took the book of Enoch. That's why they don't teach you about emotional regulation. That's why they don't teach you about financial literacy. That's why they don't teach about. That's why they don't teach you about integrity or teaching your kid how to share. Teaching your kid how to share and spoiling them with things to build greed, which is, not good. It's not good, period. That's why I don't celebrate what you call them? Holidays.
Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up not celebrating holidays.
I love that for you.
And I can still I to this day respect that. Even if there's some things I don't fully agree on. Yeah. And the thing is it also did let me know the truth about like the background to most of these holidays.
It didn't fill you with illusions.
Exactly.
747.
Didn't nobody ever tell me no Santa Claus existed.
747.
My parents gave me this gift.
Real.
Like
for real.
I'm
still trying to find the middle line between that. I'm still trying to find the balance in it all with trying to teach, because there's some holidays I do enjoy, you know what I'm saying? But simply for enjoyment and not because the ritual. But let's be honest, this ritual been going on since before I was birthed type shit. So enjoying it is a part of the ritual. Whatever. But I'm trying to find the middle line, like Christmas. I didn't buy my son anything for Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. His grandma did, though. She bought him plenty of things for Christmas, and she celebrates Christmas, and that's cool. But in my household, I want to cultivate realism. I don't want to take away from a kid's imagination, because a kid can imagine any and everything on their own. Right. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? So that would be bullshit to say, oh, you're a bad mom because you whatever. But I just want to create the space for him, especially realizing my son autistic. That's confirmation for the path that I've been taking. That's confirmation for me. Like, that means I'm doing exactly what the fuck I'm supposed to do, even when because it's always against the norm. Everything I do is against the norm. But now I'm like, okay, this makes so much more sense, because feeding an autistic child fake things,
that's terrible for
that's
them.
Just setting up for a disaster.
The dyes, the chemicals,
IEP classes, for example, that's just setting them up for a disaster. And I just like to keep it real.
Oh, you mean feeding them mentally?
Yeah, mentally
and physically. Yeah, and honestly, think about the chemicals that are being put into food today.
Yeah, so I want to put that too. It's other ways that I look at, because I did not go the Dr. Sebi method, and then I think about I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing into eating more healthy, right. And the first thing I would try to do is implement that on my son first too. But I know that light comes from darkness, and I take that with the proton and the electron when it comes to everything. So if my son want to enjoy a pizza for the day, then why not? Type shit. I'm not gonna beat I'm not gonna get on my ass about the
everything's
shit.
About balance.
Yeah,
literally
much.
Everything is balance.
And it's an ebb and a flow. It's an ebb and a flow, and balance changes. Whatever holds the scales like this, if they look even on y'all end or whatever holds the scales like this, it tips. I'm a Libra, so I'm well versed in that. It tips. It's gonna always change. So someday a salad is better, but no, my baby gonna need some grease on his stomach a little bit to push that shit out.
I fully believe that as well.
No fact.
Yeah, like I feel like either extreme is just too much. No, they shouldn't be purposely putting red dyes and all that in our food, but also we still need to be able to enjoy our lives, enjoy the food that we take in, but
and not have so much pressure on us.
Exactly.
To make decisions.
It's stressful.
That's the Matrix.
Exactly.
That's why
it's another like thing to stress you out.
And they do it so atomically, on an atomic scale. And that's because we're information deprived, something around that sort, as far as not having the knowledge and not having the know. KNOW to really, not knowing what we dealing with. I don't know. That it just be clear for me. I just be in my body with the shit, Because some days my body want a pizza, and some days my body want a salad, and I know what my body
I feel
needs.
the same way.
Yeah, and that's intuition.
Mm-hmm.
And why is it intuition?
I'm an intuitive eater as well.
Very
it's like
much.
your body will tell you what you need and when you need it.
Probably
like
a generator.
I am actually.
You're a generator like me. One thing at a time is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
One thing at a time is perfect. I've been learning a lot about myself, so I can learn a lot about others more. And I'm connecting with my tribe, so I'm happy we're here today. I'm happy I can show up because Lord knows it was quenching my soul every time I had to say I can't make it. It hurted so bad. It hurted so bad, but I had to also not beat my own ass about it because I was beat my ass.
You can't do that either.
Very much. So y'all hear my son? He's singing back there and dancing like a dinosaur. But we here. It's in alignment. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you.
Thank you.
It's been a while in the making.
For real. And I think this is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go live. I used to go live all the time. And my lives used to go viral. And I used to just be talking. And now I've been trying to go live. But I just can't get my finger to click go live.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here on a podcast. And that's a level up. Another thing I've been asking for is just elevation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been bustling down on my true desires for what they are at core, not for what they are when it comes to my ego.
Right.
And it's just only thing I want is to level up.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I've been in this mode of I'm proud of I just seen a quote. It said I'm proud of myself, but I gotta go harder. And that stuck out to me. I had to reshare that shit because that's facts. That's where I've been with it. Like, okay, I did what I was supposed to do in this last season. Turn me up. Mm-hmm. Turn me up, exactly. Spirit, turn me up.
I feel like we're in the season for that as well.
We is.
Like people are reaping what they've been sowing over the past couple of years. And right now is the time, whether that be like new experiences and elevation or whether that
closures
be
and endings.
That too.
Closures
and
endings.
I've been seeing major themes of that.
And that's
all of it.
That's been a thing for me too. Lately, I just made a video. I got a video that I'll probably never share with the world because I promised myself I wouldn't share it with the world, and I was talking to me when I made the video. So I guess I gotta honor my promise. I kind of wanted to share some clips, but I was basically saying, what was I saying? I'm having a brain fart.
It's the whiskey.
It is the whiskey. I'm having a fucking brain fart. I was talking about the quote, "Gotta go harder," even though I'm proud. But I've been paying attention to my endings. There we go. I've been paying attention to what's falling away, what's leaving me behind. Literally, my old life is falling apart. Mm-hmm. Old friends, done.
Right.
Old relationships, old loves, done. I don't want it back. Mm-hmm. I don't want it back, and I don't wish no harm on nobody. I just hope everybody cool. Just leave me alone.
Right.
You know
exactly. At this point.
And I've been paying attention to what's falling away, and God, it's been hurt. It's been hurting because I've been having to create boundaries with family members, my parents to be exact. I've been having to create boundaries that's set in stone, and I'm gonna have to honor them for life. Doesn't mean that they're not going to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it'll never be the same from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been paying attention to that versus paying attention to, damn, bitch, you started doing shows. Bitch, you started doing shows. And I'm starting my two first shows of the year, paid shows. Like, everything I'm getting what I'm asking for, it is unraveling in my face. And all I've been paying attention to was ending for me.
Yes.
I had to take that moment, like, hold on. Because you don't want things to keep ending before they start.
I was there too. Like, honestly, I was paying attention to all of that versus all the new. I've literally been getting all these new beginnings this past year. Like, new job, new apartment. I'm about to get a new car.
Congratulations.
Like, literally.
Because it's time.
You're right.
You've been putting the work in and persistence. People think miracles supposed to come like miracles. Miracles come from you take 1% to 2%. You take 2% to 3%. And sometimes you finna go back down to 2% because you ain't feeling it at 3%. And then you go back up to 3%. And you could sometimes probably it fluctuates.
Exactly.
It fluctuates, but either way it goes, the persistence that brings the reward.
Right.
It's not dear God, amen. No, it needs a chemical reaction.
Exactly. And yes, you can ask for it and it can be put in your path. But the thing is, it's still up to you to go
you
get
gotta
it.
Change.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that ties into why I don't go by my real name. Not gonna say it again if you ain't catch it the first time, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I jumped these. I quantum leaped. I had to change who I was. I had to break down, and that's why I call myself Matryx. I had to break down everything I thought I knew. I no longer live within time. That's why it's been so many times I said, damn, I can't. As much as I wanted to honor myself and honor my word, you know what I'm saying? I can't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because I'm breaking down what the fuck time. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I've been there too.
Break down everything to
Yep.
be who I am right now. And I wouldn't change a damn thing. Like all that shit's worth it. Losing everything I lost.
Do you feel like time doesn't exist when you're not expected to be somewhere? Because that's what I've started to kind of realize. If I'm
Even
not
then-
expected to be doing something, like time just kind of doesn't. It's not that it doesn't exist, but
No,
it moves so weird
No,
that
let's
it
be
like
real,
it doesn't
don't.
make sense.
We
You're
have
right.
longitude and we have latitude
right.
and we have width.
You're right.
We have this vertical, we have horizontal, and then we have that everything in between.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that everything in between is coming from here, and that's how they create the grid. That's how they create the grid, bro. Fuck time, because I had a moment. I was in my I know better now, so I'm doing better now. And I was in my bathroom, and I said to myself, "Hold on, let me go tend to my inner child real quick because she needs me." And while I was doing that, and I'm feeling chills right now. While I was doing that, I'm probably tapping into a whole nother person.
You see, you just got excited when you said you feeling chills. You said
alignment. I love you too. Alignment, I promise. But I was in a bathroom. I said, let me go tend to my inner child real quick. And I created it. It was a moment as a child. I used to sing all the time. My mama used to be getting her ass beat. She used to be getting her ass beat, and she used to be getting raped.
You would sing through it to help yourself too.
I will go outside.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, very much. And imagine telling the police on your block, like, "Hey, this is going on in my household," and they say your mom has to come to me. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like, and I just used to sing. That's why I don't know, but I used to sing, and I used to sing so good it made people cry. I was singing in the choir one time that was my first time showcasing my gift 100%, and everybody started crying, but me first. I cried first. But anyways, let me not spiral out.
But you know why though? That's probably because even at a young age, you were singing with your soul and you were singing with emotion. No, because of the fact that you had seen so much
real shit happening.
Yeah,
real shit
kind of
happening.
like old Negro spirituals, you know.
No, and that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Like, I can't deny that. That's exactly
Seeing
what it was.
Through the hard times,
and I had a spiritual experience as a child. Because why am I a child seeing this happen to my mama? You know what I'm saying? I'm a kid and I'm watching this happen to my mama. That still fuck my brain to this day. And I'm to the point where I can talk about it now. You know what I'm saying? But I had a spiritual experience, and somebody was talking to me. Somebody was talking to me, telling me it was gonna be all right. Somebody was talking to me, but when I was sitting there in that bathroom, it was me that was talking to me, telling me it's gonna be all right, telling me that we made it. I literally went back to me. Self? Yes, I went back to me to tell me that we made it. When I went to the bathroom and I said I'm gonna tend to my inner child, I gotta let her know that we made it, because she needs to know that we made it. Something was just like ding, 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 and next thing you know, I created this portal. It just that full circle moment. When it all right back around, I'm like, damn, it was me the whole time. And that's what got me with the whole understanding of God. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe in hierarchy. I don't believe in first place and last place. But if we're going to talk about egos and systems and matrix, first place and last place, I guess you could call that what it is. It's part of the grid, but it's not a part of the grid, but it's a part of the matrix. Whatever. So whatever. But I don't believe in that. I don't believe in aesthetics. I don't believe in that. And it is so contradicting, because I believe that I'm a beautiful woman. I believe that I am a beautiful woman. But
the thing is, you just know that that's not what matters.
And
you know that this is kind of just like an appearance behind, like,
and it put me in a weird
who
situation.
You are and what you are.
Right, son. But it put me in a weird situation because I'm pretty and I'm talented. I'm pretty and I'm smart, but I'm pretty and unaccepted, and I'm pretty and I'm weird, and I'm pretty and my mama getting her ass beat at home, but be damned if I bring a C home. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my ass beat too. Like it put me in a weird situation, but can I cry? Like I honestly be having this vision of me crying happy tears in my lover's arms because I made it.
Aww.
Because
do you know who the lover is yet, or
no?
Just, okay,
but we've been telepathically communicating.
I've been having dreams and stuff lately too.
Because it's time. I believe that it's time for soulmates.
I think so too.
The portal is open, and the portal is going to be open for the next 5 years. I believe. I'm just going off intuition and not off no stars. So,
Mhm.
but I believe that the portal was open. I've been telepathically communicating with my lover for some time, even when I'm with a karmic partner.
What's crazy is I thought that my karmic was mine because of the communication that came prior to it, and then it wasn't until months afterward I was like, that was definitely a karmic.
And you want to know what
I
they
definitely thought that
purpose
was my
be?
twin flame, but I was like, that
gotta-
was definitely a karmic.
You gotta pay attention to what you learn, bro.
Exactly.
I had a moment with a dude I thought was my twin flame, and it was so perfect because I always like the people that everybody want but can't get. That's
Me
just
too.
my thing. That's just like feeds my ego like no other. And I was talking to this man that all the girls want. He built houses and fixed cars, and he was handsome. He was handsome, and it was a twin flame experience. But now the more that I grow into myself, I start to say, okay, he probably not my twin flame or whatever.
Yeah.
But why I meet this, he rocked my world. This boy rocked my world. Like, didn't have to talk. All I had to air my brain. I don't even got to say I'm hungry. You know what? My stomach's not even going to grumble because he's finna take care of that. And it's just like, it was perfect. I'm traumatized. I just aged out of foster care. This is 2019. This is 2019. I just aged out of foster care. 2018, I just aged out of foster care October 18th. And so we between November, I met him around my birthday, so I'm gonna say November to be safe. November to between November and January, November and February, whatever, just to make the gap as big as it can go, or whatever. And I met him around that time where I'm traumatized. I was staying in 8 different foster homes. I was moving home to home. I'm going to a school where the girls hate my guts. I got Facebook clout, so they making posts about me. I'm going through all type of glitchy shit. I'm going through shit. I want to kill myself. For so long, I wanted to die. For so long, I wanted to die, to be honest. And he came right after that time. Why meet this man just to learn how to read tarot cards? A fucking gag. I thought he was the one. He's the one. He's the one. And
nope.
Let me tell you how that happened.
Yeah.
We meet. It's deja vu. I know you from somewhere. We said at the same time.
Bro.
Like,
can you stop doing this? It's just getting, it's only because this sounds like
you resonate.
So familiar. Yes. But keep going.
That's
yes.
twin flame experience.
Yes. And it's like, is it or was it a karmic? Sometimes I still don't know.
And then we go to the beautiful and the most ugliest thing ever. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. It's painful, but it's so beautiful because it reminds you of all the feelings you could feel.
I can tell you I learned and grew so much spiritually from that relationship, though.
Tell me about it.
I learned a lot.
Tell me
and
about
I
it.
aged. I literally feel like I aged from
Became a grown woman.
Yes.
Became a grown woman.
Exactly.
This man made me a grown woman. Because this was around the time I just came out something traumatic, but I started pouring into myself because I wasn't wanting for nothing. All I wanted was peace. All I wanted was myself. All I wanted was myself. And when I was thinking about things, I want to learn how to fix cars because I don't want to deal with no glitchy ass weird ass dude that want pussy or it's gonna be whatever just weird shit.
You sound like me.
You know?
I'll do everything myself because these niggas only want one thing.
Hyper independency. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And I was writing it on paper. And because I believed in manifestation at that time. My spiritual awakening started early because I was seeing things that other kids that kids weren't supposed to see or whatever. And next thing you know, I meet a man that fixed house. I said, I want to learn how to put a bed together. I want to make the stairs. I started building my house that I want. It's done now. In my head, I already heard my heels clack on the ground. I already heard the laughs in there. I smelt the fresh wood. I was there when the house was. I've been there, and I know I just got to have another experience like the one in that bathroom, and I'm there. I'm there. So, I just started pouring into me, and I wasn't worried about a damn thing, a fuck thing, a good friend. I wasn't worried about nobody else. I wasn't putting my desires in no other person. And then this desire came in another person, which was the guy that was so perfect for me.
I'd be messing you up a little bit.
Because I was in love, starstruck for like 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Like 3 years. It took me like 3 years to get over him. And it put me in a mode because we didn't end because he was deceptive. He didn't hurt me. He didn't cheat on me. We wasn't even in a relationship, but it was just a great opportunity to feel safe, to feel calm, and to just be. To not even have to think about what's next. To not even have to, try to see what's gonna go wrong or try to, I just got to just be type shit. I want to put this, and it just opened me up to a new world. It just opened me up to the new world, opened me up to tarot, because I'm like, bro, why are we saying the same thing at the same time? Why don't I gotta talk? I don't gotta say I'm hungry. I don't have to fend for myself. And then something pops up on my screen, a YouTube
Stop trying
video.
to make me miss my ex. I'm just kidding. What popped up?
I miss him differently though.
Uh-huh.
I miss him differently.
Yeah.
I miss him platonically. And let me just finish. I'm not trying to take up too much of the time.
No, I want you to take up the time.
But okay,
This is your show. I'm just here.
That's the goal. Bet. Okay, bet we on the money because my hand itching. But just that, so everything going great. It was scary. I ain't gonna lie. The connection was so scary. We both shied away from it. And when he shied away from it, I'm like, what you doing? You got me all in. He didn't even let me fuck. He didn't even let me fuck first, and you want to go missing. What's going on? And I wasn't like, oh no, fuck nigga shit. Normally, any nigga that do some shit like that, fuck you. On to the next. My heart wasn't open. And I'm just like, thank you. I hit him up and I said, thank you. What the fuck got into me? I said, thank you. Thank you for the experience. Only thing I hope for is that you're well, because the only thing I care about was his safety. I didn't care about another bitch. I didn't care about nothing. I just care about his safety. I just cared about if he was well. I didn't even think to see if anything was wrong with me, because I know I was good. You want to know why? Because he spoke that life into me, going to bed and the man speaking affirmations over you while you sleep. Never had it. And I hope you, whatever, even if you ain't missed the last, I hope you say, but you should let me fuck first. But I'm saying that we kicked up another whole little era. But bro, a video pop up on my YouTube screen. Here we go. Video pop up on my YouTube screen is my sign. I don't believe in none of this shit. I don't believe in tarot. I'm just now coming out. I was never fucking with religion, but I'm just now coming out of some religious beliefs though. I had some religious beliefs, even though I wasn't religious, whatever. And I'm like, tarot cards, demon, scary. No, you know. But I click on that motherfucker. It's my sign. And it's telling a story about me and him to the T. To y'all say the same thing at the same time. This is the experience y'all just had yesterday. I'm like, what?
How you know that?
Literally, mind you, but this tarot,
the demons watching me.
I always been a spirit talking kid. I always saw spirits. Like I can't stress it enough how traumatizing my upbringing was. The only thing I could go was inside my head. The only place I could go to feel safe was inside my head. And when I'm seeing spirits, I got a spiritual friend. You can't sit next to me. Don't sit next to me because my friend's sitting right here.
You know what's interesting? I just read something recently that said a lot of time I think I watched something. We call them imaginary friends, but there are entities that will attach themselves to children.
I think that's just a demonized perspective.
I mean, so?
It don't take away from the reality that can happen.
Right.
But that's not always what it is.
But it doesn't have to be like a bad entity, though.
But
could it be that they see like the pureness of children and want to hang around them?
I believe in relation. I believe in hypnotic rhythm. I believe in law of attraction. I believe in this atom's going to make up the next atom, and then the next, and then it builds the cell, and then it builds the body. And I believe in that. So I don't believe some stranger finna walk up to some stranger spirit finna walk up to the kid like, hey, I want to touch myself so you get your light. You know, it doesn't mean it don't mean that's not real.
So who was sitting next to you then if it wasn't just
an ancestor?
Friend? It was an ancestor.
An ancestor or myself.
What if it is the ancestors that are attaching or are like,
and then that's what would it be?
Attached to the children.
And that's what would it be, because the children be the ancestors. Please, I feel like my sons,
they got them in their blood.
I feel like
or they could be the ancestors reborn at this point.
For real, I've been paying attention to the whole life. I feel like my son was my mom's dad in a past life. For real. And I don't know what made me start to think that, but I had this thing and it was like, that's my mom and dad right there.
Did it ever weird you out a little bit?
Not at all, because I've been weird.
Okay.
I've been talking to spirits.
Yeah.
I've been doing that. I've been weird. I've been a sick kid. First thing first, I grew up with asthma and epilepsy. And so I grew up in a hospital, and I'm going to school with test subjects on my head, and all is going on. I'm an honor roll student, AB honor roll for a long time, all A honor roll. My hair is down my ass, and life's great. Well, life's not great, but I'm a beautiful girl, and I can sing. I can sing so good, I can make people cry, and I'm never failing on a test, and I ain't even studying for it. But the girls don't like me, and they don't even know what's going on at home. They don't even know what's going on at home. Oh, I just touched the mic. Whatever. Type shit. But I got tests. I'm busting out in seizures I'm busting out in seizures. Nobody understands. And that's another time to like, you weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? And having to go to school because I'm missing so much school because I got a wrap around my head with this all, you know, the little things on your head and on your chest because they're trying to figure out why this keep happening to you. You know, I always been there was no way for me to be normal. There was literally no way for me to be normal. So it's just like, I'm going to talk to this spirit right here because I know this spirit talking. I don't know what I just know I was being led, and I know that all I am is an allegiance with all that what was when it comes to my DNA. As far as my ancestors, I know I'm just an extension, just like my son's an extension of me. And I know that's why I allow myself to be the vessel. I allow myself to be used. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to ancestral work and things and such like that, because if there was some that came before me, and whether they failed or passed, it's my turn. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I let a man put his hands on me in front of my son. I'll be damned if just any trauma. I'll just be damned type shit. So, and that's just why I'm here. That's why it's like, he like confirmation to me. Like, I don't know how this wrapping back around to my baby, but he's really I'm telling you, the world don't miss. That's my confirmation. That's why I'm thankful. I don't know. My views are a little fluid when it comes to reality and life and humanity and ancestors and trees and living organisms and non-living organisms, with the fact that all atoms are alive and they all vibrate all the time. So the wall is moving all the time.
You ever be really high and then you literally can physically see things moving?
Shrooms,
yes,
psychedelics.
Yes,
you're very much looking at your hand and you seeing all that.
Yeah.
And one thing, shout out to one of my. He's really my friend, but I say he was my mentor because he unlocked a whole new version of me that he didn't even know he was doing it and whatever. But I don't know, I'm still questioning that, whatever. But it was a moment he was sitting next to me and he tried to scoot a little bit closer, but my whole body tensed up. And that's not nothing new. You know what I'm saying? That's not nothing new, but it takes a certain level of awareness to see what's actually going on. And he like, damn, why you scared of connection? Like, and he put it like that. I'm like, what you mean? Why are you scared of connection? I don't know. It had me. I'm crying. I can't even talk because it hurt every time I get close to people. Telling, like, I never asked myself why. Why? Like, like, it's so hard for me. It's so hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just asked me that, and we got present. He taught me how to get present. He took my hands. I had my music on shuffle. And it was open to all new songs, so it wasn't no closed playlist or whatever. And he asking me questions about why I'm scared to connect while holding my hands, and I'm connecting, and my body's like this. So I'm in a weird position, and I'm like, I'm scared to get close to people, and it's going back to my parents, and it's going back to all these things about me. And I got present, and the music started changing. It started changing to support my emotions. And that's the same experience I got off shrooms because I took shrooms before.
Yep.
And
yes,
that's when I started.
The music will definitely align with whatever you're feeling or thinking.
That's why presence is the present that we're looking for all the time. And I'm checking myself right now too because it's breaking me out this loophole pattern that I've been thinking. We'll talk about it later too.
Okay.
But that's why I don't know. That's the whole matter of presence because not just psychedelics can do it to you. You can do it to yourself. You can do it to yourself just by sitting still.
Exactly. You
gotta sit still. And I be having a hard time sitting still. I gotta move.
And really that's the only reason that like psychedelics work as a catalyst is because a lot of us can't turn off like a certain part of our brains without like a little bit of chemical assistance. You know,
because I've been experimenting with that too. I really like. I'm an edgy person. I always feel like I'm jumping off the walls. Even now, I'll be looking around everywhere, and I'll be like, "There's me, there's me, there's me," and we all jumping off the walls, like, but not in a bad way. It's like I love you, whatever. But that kind of it gives me that. It creates that chemical reaction to be present type shit. Because I used to, when I started shrooms, I did the Big Bang. I need 5 grams. I need a whole ego death. I need to be gone.
5 grams?
Yeah, I did it on accident too because I got the shrooms mistake.
Oh, okay.
But it was crazy. I never wanted to go less after I had that experience because I touched down from the cosmos. My ego, she lit up on the inside of me. And my subconscious, my highest conscious, who I was, connected to the cosmos, the thing that's in our eyeball, whatever, she came down. And I'm like, whoa, this is what it feels like to walk on Earth. hey, Gabe, you know we love you, right? Your mom doesn't. And I'm fighting with myself too. I'm fighting with my present. So I'm like, I'm with a friend who's not a friend anymore. It's just an experience, you know. And I'm like, I'm talking to her in twos. I'm like, oh, I hope you don't mind. I hope I'm not scaring you. And then like, Gabby, just calm down. I promise. Is you okay? Is you okay? Ignore her when she trying to do this, because eventually she gonna let me take over, because the trip's still happening and it's just now starting. But it's okay. My friend.
So there was multiple yous talking to each other?
Yes.
Okay.
And talking to my friend. And I'm scared because I'm already scared of being judged. But eventually I came down and I was pinging on the inside. My ego was on the inside. And this all wrapping around to how you can have that same experience without psychedelics, all in a matter of presentness or whatever. Happy I mentioned that, because I'd be getting lost. But I came down and I was here and I walked up to this boy. Well, the boy walked up to me, told me to push him on a swing. And I'm like, where's your sister? Are you here by yourself? Because I could read his soul. My pupils are dilated. The tree says left, so I'm turning left. Then I see a butterfly hovering in my face, and the next thing you know, whole thing of bugs and shit flying over me, and all the ants start crawling around my legs. Is because I altered the frequency, I altered energy. I flipped the switch, like on your phone, dark mode, light mode, or before dark mode, light mode, it was that little it was that other dark mode, light mode, but it made your apps turn a different color. Like I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna say like lightning or whatever. And I was able to tell this lady her whole life story. I was able to tell her why she came to the park. I was able to tell her what she ate yesterday. And I was scared. I was scared out of my mind, because this is my first time doing something like this at this mag. It was all just too much. Mind you, it's bugs flying by me. It's bugs, butterflies, it's ants. It's all type of shit. It's scary. And they watching this. This is groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? And then wrapping it back around, that was my first time experiencing all of that. And then wrapping back around to the present moment that I had with my mentor. I'm probably giving him too much credit when I say mentor. Yes. What's wrong? Oh, ain't nothing wrong with him. But yes, we got present. He told me to separate my skin from my clothes. He told me to feel the air on my skin. He told me to feel the temperature of the room. He taught me how to regulate my breathing to regulate my body temperature. We literally practiced it. He taught me how to get cold, to where I made goosebumps because I retracted my aura. I brought it closer into myself with my breathing techniques. And then he taught me how to get super warm, to where I got hot, to where, expanding it's really just a matter of expansion and retraction as far as how you want to expand your aura or whatever. And he was teaching me so much things. And then while all of this happened and the music playing and I'm crying and I'm sitting here just starstruck, like, oh, how are you getting this out of me? I still don't want to be close. Whenever I'm seeing the atoms move in my hand, I'm like, I'm not off no shroom. What? And it just unlocked the whole new version of me. It unlocked the whole different access, like the way I connect. It just did something. And that's why I say he my mentor, because, bro, you don't even know what you did. You don't even know what you did. And he feel like he ain't do much. I'm just like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tajay. Thank you. For real. I don't know. Life's crazy, though.
It is crazy.
It's beautiful, though.
It is. All right. Wow. Yeah, we've been talking a while. We must have just got real deep into a lot of stuff and lost track of time, which doesn't exist, right? But anyway, is there anything you want to wrap up it with? Anything that you really just want to say to everyone?
A Matryx, that's like first thing first. Instagram, $1 million with an A, $1 million vibes with a Z on the end. So with an A and a Z. In case you don't understand that, but you should. I'm a little tipsy, so I got 8th House dropping February 14th. I have a show
February 14th.
I have a show that day too.
Day.
So come pop out. You got to buy your ticket on Eventbrite. That's how I know it's real. I feel good. Yeah. I'm glad you came. And I'm glad that I was able to provide your first podcast experience. Thank you.
Yes.
This legendary.
Yes. All right, everybody, give it up for Matryx. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you next time on KB's Community.